Have you ever wondered how that shiny, rust-proof spoon in your kitchen, the strong frame of a skyscraper, or even surgical instruments are made? They all share a common material: stainless steel. Today, we're going on an incredible journey to uncover the secrets behind how this amazing metal is created. From humble rocks to a gleaming, finished product. Our story begins deep within the earth with iron ore. This rock is the primary raw material. In a massive furnace, the iron ore is melted down with coke and limestone to create molten iron, also known as pig iron. But this is just the beginning. Plain iron rusts easily, so we need to add a little magic to transform it. The real secret to stainless steel is an element called chromium. When at least 10.5% chromium is added to the iron, it creates an invisible protective layer on the surface. This layer, called a passive film, is what gives stainless steel its legendary resistance to rust and corrosion. Other elements like nickel for added toughness and molybdenum for resistance to specific types of corrosion are also mixed in to create different grades of stainless steel for different jobs. Once we have our perfect recipe of molten metal, it's time for a crucial refining step called the argon-oxygen decarburization, or AOD process. In a special converter, a mixture of argon and oxygen is blown through the molten steel. This carefully controlled process removes excess carbon and other impurities without losing our precious chromium. It's like a high-tech purification ritual that ensures the steel has the exact chemical composition we need. With our purified molten steel ready, we move to continuous casting. The liquid metal is poured into a mold where it begins to cool and solidify into a long, continuous slab, bloom, or billet. Think of it like squeezing toothpaste from a tube, but instead of paste, it's glowing hot steel solidifying as it moves. This method is incredibly efficient and creates a uniform, solid shape ready for the next stage. Now it's time to shape our steel. The solidified slab is reheated to an extremely high temperature and then passed through a series of massive rollers in a process called hot rolling. Each pass through the rollers squeezes the steel, making it thinner, longer, and shaping it into coils, plates, or bars. The immense pressure and heat work together to refine the steel's internal structure, making it stronger. After hot rolling, the steel surface is covered in a dark, rough layer called scale. To get that signature shiny finish, we need to clean it off. This is done through a process called pickling, where the steel is dipped in a special acid bath that chemically removes the scale and impurities, revealing a clean, smooth surface underneath. We're getting close to the finish line. To achieve the final desired thickness, strength, and surface finish, the steel goes through a series of finishing steps. It's cold rolling, which is done at room temperature, thins the steel further and gives it a smoother, more polished surface. Then, annealing comes into play. This involves heating and slowly cooling the steel to relieve internal stresses and improve its ductility, making it less brittle. Finally, depending on the application, the surface can be brushed, polished, or textured to create the perfect look and feel. Before any piece of stainless steel leaves the factory, it undergoes rigorous quality control. Samples are tested for their chemical composition, mechanical properties like strength and hardness, and resistance to corrosion. Sophisticated instruments and expert eyes ensure that every single batch meets the highest industry standards. Only the steel that passes every test is worthy of becoming the products we rely on every day. From the raw iron ore dug from the ground to the precision-engineered final product, the creation of stainless steel is a masterpiece of science and engineering. Its strength, durability, and resistance to corrosion make it an indispensable material in everything from our homes and hospitals to our cities and transportation. It truly is one of the pillars of the modern world. Thanks for joining us on this tour of a steel mill. If you found this process as fascinating as we do, you want to forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the materials that shape our world. See you next time.